Hello everyone, I am Bob.
I'm Carrie.
This is 25 Plus Life, and today not only did you get a little artsy shot of the two electric bikes that we had come in, but we're going to give you a full, honest review of what we think of the Rattan LM750. Are you ready for that?
I am.
Let's do it.
Alrighty.
So, yeah, how do you like that? Boom. Right off the bat, we're going to tell you that unlike every other Rattan video or electric bike video, these here we paid for ourselves. These were not handed to us. They were not given to us. They were not given to us to evaluate and give an honest review. We're going to give you an honest review because we paid for them. And quite honestly, after a many go around with this company, I promised them I'd do a review. So I'm doing a review to show you what to expect when you actually pay for a product from Rattan. To give you a little backstory on this, we purchased two bikes from Lectric, only to find out that just like every other manufacturer of these electric style bikes, they're made in China. They are made at predominantly one facility, and they tweak the parts up a little bit, and then they kind of like distribute them out to other vendors. They slap their own stickers on and they call it their own. A fair assessment of what we found out?
Fair, yeah. Okay,
so we ordered two bikes from Lectric. We called ahead of time and we said, hey, look, we're heading off to Key West. We need these bikes to show up prior to that. They're like, that's fine, no problem, go ahead and order them, and you'll have them within 3 weeks. 3 weeks goes by, I get no phone call. I get a very nicely worded email that says, hey, congratulations, your bike is here. It's stuck in the port of Los Angeles. It's not our fault. You'll get it sometime.
It was just a blanket email.
Just a blanket email, right? Yeah. Exactly, very chain-like, whatever. So we call Lectric, and Lectric says, "Oh yeah, the bikes are stuck in port. There's nothing we could do about it, but don't worry, they'll come out sometime within the next few months." Well, us working in the industry and knowing about transportation and port challenges, we can tell you that nothing gets stuck that long in port. We just feeling that something was a little off with this company, who claims to be everything be in America, out of Arizona, I believe it was. Yep. But yeah, everything was coming from China. We backed off. We canceled the order, and as of today, which is the weekend before Labor Day, we are finding out that people who have still been waiting these bikes, this was 3 months ago, are still waiting for those bikes. Yeah. So a little sketchy there, but yet, if you notice on YouTube, lots of people getting their free bikes for evaluation purposes all over the place. So anyhow, after doing a little more research, we went with the Rattan LM750s, which you'll see behind us here. We ordered two of them. We ordered them off of Amazon by a distributor named Yami, which is doing a little bit of research, was in business. It was all one company. Rattan and Yami were one company. Apparently, come to find out now, they're two separate companies. That's another little story. Anyhow, starting right off the top, we got Carrie's, which is a green 750 LM. This is capable of doing 28 miles per hour. We did do a couple of upgrades to the bike.
It will never see 28 miles an hour.
Yeah, actually, yeah, and that's a good point to jump right in here. Yeah. Before this goes way downhill, we'll never know on Carrie's bike how fast it actually goes. No. We have to judge that on the speedometer on my bike. And why are you asking? Because right off the box, right out the chute, minute one, bad motor on this bike. Okay, what they don't tell you is that when you're dealing with Rattan or any of these bikes that are coming from China, is that they're coming from China, right? So what that means is Chinese customer service, which is atrocious. Anything that you have to ask them, you're talking about a 24-hour reply. It took 35 days to get them to agree that the motor was the problem on this bike, something that we determined in a matter of a minute, maybe 2 minutes, that there was something wrong with the internals. There's magnets inside these motors that help register the speed. They made us go through all this diagnosis. We had to send back video back and forth, and every time you do this, it's a 24-hour delay.
time.
Because they're China. Even if you reply, if you got the email at 6:32 in the morning and you reply at 6:34, you don't get a reply back for another 24 hours. It's just the way it is. We finally got in touch with somebody, a sales manager for Rattan, who pushed this immediately back to the distributor. Is not their problem. And lo and behold, finally, here we are. We're on day 50, I think, at this point. And we just found out that the replacement motor just cleared customs. So buying these from anybody, even going through Amazon, which we trusted, thinking if there was a problem, Amazon's got our back.
Yeah,
right?
so if you know you're going to be wanting to ride these next year,
you might want to start
you
now.
might want to start the ordering process now.
Right. So so you have a flux of these things where you see countless YouTube videos of everybody praising these bikes, and I will say right off the bat,
They're
they're
pretty
fun. Oh, once you get it running, it's great. These bikes are fun. You get a lot of looks everywhere. You get people who want to stop and talk to you about your bike.
If you know how to stop.
If you can stop on time, you can have a great conversation. But the problem is the customer service is like unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life. Especially paying at the price point of these bikes at it was $1,200 a piece right in there, and that was on sale. Okay, so right out the chute,
Yeah.
I was a little miffed. As far as being packaged, they come very well folded up, and they come in a big box, spray foam all around, so they're in there permanently until you hack your way through it. That being said, this bike did come with a couple of scratches. So you get down in here, you can see right here, and you can see another one up here from improper shipping. However, that is what it is, because that's another 3 months worth of emails. So you're kind of taking this in and you're going, okay, you're going to buy these bikes that you know that you're going to do a little bit of tinkering, right? So right off the bat,
This is cool.
this is her favorite part. Her favorite part is the sleeve. So for $1,200 you get a bike with a sleeve, which is great.
It's all aesthetics.
The mirror is not included. We had to put the mirror in ourselves. Cup holders, again, our own. This here, the bike seat is one, because the stock seat on these bikes is horrible. So Carrie opted for the love seat version.
It holds you in quite nicely.
So this seat, I'm not even going to try to pronounce this seat, but you can get this on Amazon. That is the brand. Again, not sure how to do this.
So comfortable.
How to pronounce it, but the seat itself is very comfortable. Going through this is a fat tire bike, so we're talking 4x20 tires, which do great. We did slime these tires. It's highly recommended that you do so. So that made a big difference there. Coming over to this bike, this was the only one that was actually fully functional out the box. Again, cell phone holder is my own, mirror is my own, cup holder is my own. The digital display, which now we can kind of show you here, is very similar to most of them that's out there. Again, most of these bikes really just come in a basic model. You go through Amazon, you start seeing them all the same. They're pretty much all the same. They do little variances, but for the most part they're all the same. This here, I replaced my seat. I like this. I do not like riding on a love seat. Again, I won't try to pronounce this seat either, but they've been great. And as far as the saddlebags here, I have the same rear seat that Carrie has. I opted for these saddlebags, and they actually work really well. They hold quite a bit, and that top piece is detachable. I don't have affiliate links because we're not selling you anything. We're just giving you our review. So the pluses on these bikes, insanely fun. Mm-hmm. They have 5 levels of power assist, or pedal assist is what they call it. Top speed for us, when I can see on my speedometer, is 28 miles an hour. Is great. I can't say enough good things. Charge time roughly 4 to 5 hours, and I will say the charge lasts quite a bit. We've been breezing through the state park all day and having a blast with them, and my battery hasn't moved down at all. And we had blasting these in Key West as well.
Yep.
So electric bikes themselves, great. This one here being the bigger motor, bigger tire version, as I think the other one was the 500 they offer.
Yeah.
And the 500's got smaller tires, whatever. This one here is supposed to be the faster motor, whatever. If you don't mind tinkering with things, and you don't mind knowing that you're going to spend $1,200 and you're going to have to do something,
It's just
yourself.
like your RV. Like, it doesn't come perfect.
Right.
You kind of have to make it your own.
Well, I look at
in
it this
some
way. You spend
aspects.
25 grand on an RV,
Yeah.
and we did a lot of tweaking with
Yeah.
ours to make it our own.
So, I
we're
mean,
those
this-
people anyway.
Kind of is the same.
I think for a bike, I was expecting better customer service from both Lectric as well as Rattan. And what I'm finding is that it's pretty much the same way. If you get a perfect bike in perfect condition, you're happy. You get a bike like this where, you know, you have, and this is a perfect example of two bikes, one perfect, one not, your position on them can sour pretty quickly. So that's it. This is basically the video I wanted to put out there to counterbalance all these great videos talking about how awesome this company is and how awesome their customer service is, because they get something for free.
Yeah.
If we had 10,000 subscribers, we'd get one for free, and I still wouldn't do a review video on it. So
No.
that's just the way it is. But if you have any questions, please leave a comment below. We'd be more than happy to give you the honest answer to it, because there's a lot of good things to this bike. And there's a lot of not so good things. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep.
I got that off my chest. I feel better because I do notice that a lot of people ask us about these bikes, and you want to simply go, yeah, it's a great bike, and we have these two side by side, and we have totally different stories and totally different views on essentially the same bike. The only difference being the color. So that's it.
And being short.
And
Getting over it was a little tricky at first.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Electric bikes in general are pretty tall bikes.
Yeah.
So if you're that 5 foot range, and I'm not being funny here because you're what, 5'4".
I'm 5'5".
5'5". So basically, if you're a micro person, you're going to have a little bit of a problem
Yeah.
getting on these bikes.
But once you get used to
Excuse
it,
me.
it's really, I've learned how to hop off of it now, like literally hop off of it. Whereas before, I had to wait for him to get off his bike and then hold mine so I could get off of it because I'd fall.
I will say in our research,
Like,
based on the decisions between Lectric versus Rattan, I'd go with Rattan hands down, knowing what I know now and tinkering a little bit. And I'll give you a couple of reasons for that. Is that one, the seat here, as you can see, has the spring-loaded like a shock absorber to the seat post, which is amazing. And these front shocks here as well. Whereas Lectric doesn't offer that. It's a cheaper price point, but it's cheaper for a reason. Everything with them is either an upgrade or it's just plain not available. That's pretty much where I'm going to leave that.
okay.
If you get a chance, give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, what we do is we travel the country with our Winnebago in tow. We stop at Goodwills, yard sales, thrift stores. We'll stop at a estate sale, a convenience store. We'll stop anywhere that we can find something. We can take that, flip it, sell it on eBay, make a little more money to fund our travels.
Yep.
You looked at me like you were a little confused there. Are you
Yep.
new here?
Quite possibly.
But that's what we do.
Anyway.
If you're interested on the eBay side, we'd ask you kindly check out our other channel, which is all eBay, what sells, what doesn't sell. You can check us out there at Talking Flips. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. It's a little buggy out here, so we're going to go. Until next time,